This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
There's a major event coming to our area next month, and the whole point is to celebrate Hazleton. More information next. Hi everyone, I'm Ken Karen. I thank you for your time. For best results, watch us in HD on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513. And just in case you need to leave during the show, download the Samsung Productions app to take us with you. To our headlines now from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. A first-of-its-kind event is coming to downtown Hazleton. It's called Celebrate Hazleton. Tonight, Lisa Sugart talks with two of the organizers behind what is expected to be a truly unique celebration.
A brand new initiative is being launched in the city of Hazleton, and it merges a lot of local organizations and some organizations that you may not be familiar with. It is called Celebrate Hazleton. Here to tell us all about it is Krista Schneider. She's the executive director of the Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress, and Bob Curry is the founding president of the Hazleton Integration Project. Bob, I'm going to start with you. I know this is huge. It's a big weekend in August, but tell us who's all involved and how this came about.
First of all, I'd like to thank you for having us because we realize that getting the message out is critically important. But it's a really unique initiative because it involves so many organizations. And it's the Hazleton Integration Project, the Hazleton Art League, the Downtown Hazleton Alliance, who Krista represents. Our overarching sponsor, of course, is Joe Madden's Respect 90 Foundation. We've also got the Peace Love Chalk organization, Communities That Care, the Chamber of Commerce, and 1111 Voices, which is a group from Washington, D.C. that came up with a pretty unique concept.
Wow, so that's a mouthful. I'm glad you said it instead of me. This goes August 4th and 5th, which is Friday and Saturday, and it's kind of overlapping with First Friday for the month of August, so we're going to start there with Krista. Right. Tell us what is all taking place on Friday, August 4th.
Well, Friday is the first Friday of August, so we'll actually have the farmers market kicking off the day. That continues all day, every Friday in the summer. And then the Chamber is having its car cruise later in the evening. I believe that starts at 6. But we also have a bunch of other things. We have a walking tour, a historical walking tour that Charles McElwee will be doing, featuring the art of James Moran. Hazleton Speaks, which is a poetry and prose, almost like an open mic night, later that evening. And then Christopher Coppola, who's a director, a film director, is coming in from out of town to work with children on teaching them a workshop on filming.
Wow, so Hazleton's going to be packed on this weekend. But Saturday, you have an even bigger lineup, Bob, for Saturday. So tell us about that.
We do. The Peace Love Chalk registration is also held on Friday evening. It begins from 5 to 9. But in earnest, the artists will be out there decorating, making our streets beautiful between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. We also have Fleetique, and we have a number of boutique-style vendors coming. A lot of them are arts and crafts oriented, and many others are antique oriented. So we've got that going on. Mary Veronica Sweeney is doing an absolutely phenomenal project on the side of a building. It's projecting an image on the side showing how murals are actually done. Francis Ford Coppola's nephew, Christopher Coppola, who is a major filmmaker in his own right and has made at least a half a dozen films, is coming in, and we're doing a showing of his film, Sacred Blood, later in the evening. We have Cunningham Brewing Company is doing a special beer, a special craft beer called Celebrate Hazleton. And we also have one of our larger initiatives is 1111 Voices, a group from Washington, D.C. Think about it this way. How about a flash mob choir with 500 voices? That's what we're shooting for. We think we have a really interesting location on Wyoming Street to get it done. Now, you do this. This is the idea. 2 hours, we sing one song. We practice for 2 hours. Between 5 and 7. At 7 o'clock, it's go time. It is filmed live, streamed across the internet, and posted to YouTube for perpetuity.
Wow, this is going to be really cool. I'm
That's
excited. Yeah, you guys really have your finger on the pulse of what's going on. You're really bringing a lot to this area. There's so much happening. We can't get into all of it today, so they're going to come back and talk with us some more in detail about some of these great events. But all I can say is mark your calendars now for August 4th and 5th for downtown Hazleton. If you have questions, you can call Bob at 570-233-5309. You could also go to downtownhazelton.org, the Hazleton Integration Project.com. You'll get all the details there and much more right here coming up on SSPTV.
Thanks, Lisa. We'll have much more on Celebrate Hazleton in the weeks to come right here on SSPTV News. In other news, Hazleton police stepped up saturation patrols over the weekend. The increased presence known as Operation Pressure Point included the department's Patrol and Narcotics Bureau and its Special Operations Team in conjunction with West Hazleton and Butler Township Police Departments. Chief Jerry Spezial says the high visibility enforcement is having a proven effect on lowering and preventing crime. The special patrols are made possible through funding from the Luzerne County District Attorney's Office and a U.S. Justice Assistance Grant. And during the stepped-up patrols, Hazleton police were involved in a pursuit. According to police, the driver, identified as Junior Garcia Santana, dumped his vehicle on East 2nd Street, then fled on foot. He was apprehended after a foot pursuit that ended in a rear yard off Mead Court on East 2nd Street. Police say that Garcia Santana was driving erratically with a suspended license, breaking numerous vehicle and traffic laws and placing the public in danger. And today was moving day for the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce, but as Lisa Sugart reports, the movers did not have to go very far.
A big day here at the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce. It's moving day. Mary Malone is the president of the chamber. Mary, you guys are going to have a new location kind of close by.
We are, and you know what, Lisa, we thought what better way to celebrate our 125th anniversary year with going back to the future where we were before at 8 West Broad Street, right next door at the Hayden Tower.
I remember that location. I'm dating myself. When I worked in radio, you guys were all located over there. So yeah, everything goes full circle, right? So why the move?
A couple of reasons. The main one is with some changes in our staffing, obviously second floor, a little bit more financially feasible for the chamber. So we're always looking to use our members' dollars wisely. And so all of our affiliates will be able to move with us. We'll still have both a conference room in our office suite and a brand new partnership. And you know the chamber does partnership well with Arcel for a larger conference room space. Still on that downtown footprint, and so like I said, when we ran the numbers and put it all together, really thought it made sense. Then the other piece is the space that we occupy now will be available through DHD. Again, that first floor access off of Broad Street, perfect for a retail solution. And as you know, we just did a ribbon cutting this weekend for the Dapper Room, a men's accessory store right on Broad Street, so continuing progress.
So for our viewers, let them know what all organizations will be going with you.
Thank you. Okay. We'll be Leadership Hazleton, which runs the Junior Leadership Program, the Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress with Krista Schneider, Bob Skolsky, Civic Partnership, which their most notable is the Rails to Trails, and then Dan Geidish, who wears two hats, is both the Mountain Council of Government as well as the Membership Director.
So now, for people who are looking for the chamber this week and next week, where will you be?
So we will still be at 20 West Broad Street all through this week to make the process. And then next Monday, we will still have front door access off of Broad Street, just down a little bit further behind the Pines entrance next to the Armed Forces Recruiting Office. And then also interior, the mezzanine level. So remember, M is for membership and mezzanine in our new location.
All right, so the Chamber of Commerce taking us back to the future. They're back at an original location in downtown Hazleton. Still convenient, still easy to get to. And if you need to get in touch with them, 570-455-1509. Still the same phone number.
Absolutely, we're not changing that or our fax number. And again, just about everything is online, and still as far as parking, both in the city lot and right behind as well.
All right, so very convenient still, the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce. Just so you know, they'll be making the move official next week.
Lisa, I can never thank you enough. Later in tonight's show, we will have our weekly chamber update, so stay tuned. A brand new episode of Let the People Know is now airing on SSPTV. Lisa Sugar talks with Vince Benedetto, the president and CEO of Bold Gold Media, and nationally syndicated radio talk show host Hugh Hewitt. As we reported, Hewitt recently did his national talk show live from the Bold Gold Media studios of 94.3 FM The Talker in Scranton. Here's a sneak preview with Hewitt talking about why he believes radio is here to stay.
People want presets. They want familiarity. They are looking for people to perform an editorial function. They are looking for fairness, good humor, weather, news, sports, and traffic. And you're never going to get traffic on a podcast. This is the bottom line of why radio will never go away.
Check out the show tonight at 8 p.m. on SSPTV, online anytime at ssptv.com, and also on our free Samsung Productions app, which can be downloaded from the App Store. Coming up next, more news from the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce. Learn about their Women's Empowerment Grant. In sports, Ronnie Marchetti has his weekly Trivia Treats segment. If you can answer this week's Trivia Treats question, I'll be very impressed. This is SSP TV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
I'm pleased to welcome back once again Leanne Falabelle, who is the Vice President of Marketing with the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce, here with a very important message for area women. It is the Women's Empowerment Grant, and you are taking applications, so tell them what this is all about.
We are, and this is our 10th year that we're giving away this grant, which is hard to believe. I can't believe it's been that long, but we've given away thousands and thousands of dollars with this grant. And what this is like I said, it's annual. We collect these funds through all the events that we have all year long through our women's events that we offer through the chamber. And the Women's Empowerment Grant, it's basically for any woman within the Greater Hazleton area, so you must live within the district of the Greater Hazleton area, which encompasses the Hazleton Area School District boundaries. And it's for any woman who's going back to school to further their education. Maybe they're just taking a certificate program. You can apply if you're doing that. Maybe you didn't even go back to school, and maybe your family's getting older, you think you want to get into a career and you're going to just be going back to school. So anything along those lines. Maybe you want to change your career path and you're going back to school for that. So women that are doing those types of things can apply for this type of grant. It's very unique. There's really not, what we hear every year when the applicants apply for it and we interview them, they say, there's really no opportunities like this. So it is a particular area, but we always get a lot of applicants.
Okay, so now to apply, they have until when to do this, and how do they apply?
Okay, so the application's on our website, hazletonchamber.org. Right along our slider on our website, you can click on that and download the application. The criteria is there and the application, and that just includes basic information and a 200-word essay. Then we break it down, we review, we score the applications, and then we will call those back that we want to interview. We'll do a personal interview with them, very casual, nothing stressful, nothing to be afraid of, and we will select our applicants. So the applications are due back by the end of July 31st.
What type of money are we talking that people would be eligible to get?
It really depends on how much we raise throughout the year, but last year, for example, we had $4,000 to give.
Wow.
And sometimes, and it depends on our applicant of pools, like we can give one person $4,000. It's really up to us. It's really up to our committee. We have a volunteer committee that heads this group up and does all the scoring and the interviewing. They're a great group of women. Couldn't do it without our Women's Networking Committee volunteers. And, or we can split it up. Maybe we'll give each person $1,000. But over the last 10 years, we've given over $20,000 with this grant to women that are staying in the Hazleton area. That's a big thing for us. We want them to be here, living here, working here, raising families here, and plan on staying here for the duration of their career. And so this is one of my favorite things that I get to coordinate and take part in, because it's very fulfilling. And when you give these grants to these women, they're just so happy and just gracious, and for whatever they can get to help them.
Well, that's a nice piece of change that you're giving out to people, helping a lot of people's lives, changing lives, literally. So this is the Women's Empowerment Grant from the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce. The applications are due July 31st. Go to their website, give Leanne a call, but whatever you do, apply. Take advantage of it because someone will receive it, and it just might be you.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
This is a sweet view from the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce's new old office. This is before the clouds really moved into town, and we do have a hazardous weather outlook for our area thanks to the possibility of strong thunderstorms tonight. This is our local weather forecast from the National Weather Service. A 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms tonight. It will be mostly cloudy with a low of 66 degrees. Let's look at the 4-day outlook. On Tuesday, 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. We'll have some patchy fog before 8 a.m. Otherwise, it's going to be a partly sunny day with a high near 80 degrees. At night, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Fog after 2 a.m. Partly cloudy, low of 67. Wednesday, a slight chance of thunderstorms before 8 a.m. Then a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after that. Patchy fog at 8 a.m. Otherwise, mostly sunny, high of 85. Wednesday night, 20% chance of showers. Will be partly cloudy with a low in the upper 60s. Thursday, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. A mostly sunny day, high in the mid 80s. At night, 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly cloudy, low of 65. And then on Friday, mostly sunny, high in the lower 80s. Friday night, partly cloudy, low of 63 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High Food Drive-In, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Open daily 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays and holidays 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. Stop by for our ice cream and yogurt, now featuring fat-free, no sugar-added soft frozen yogurt with flavors like vanilla, strawberry, and strawberries and cream. We also have burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton, and like us on Facebook.
Want to bite the screen when that ad's on every day. Here's your midday winning lottery numbers now on SSPTV News. Your pick 2 numbers, 04, pick 3, 641, pick 4, 4185, and pick 5 numbers, 17389. The wild number is 1. When we come back, we'll find out where a Hazleton area graduate from this past year will be spending his time in college after this break.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
A win and a loss have the Valley West Little League 10 to 12-year-old All-Stars on the brink of the championship round of the Section 6 tournament, but it's going to take some work to make the state tournament. Valley West started the tournament with a 4-2 victory over Lehigh. Down 2-1 in the 5th inning, Antonio Doganero started things off for Valley West with a hit, and they left the inning up 4-2. Grant Russo, Jonas Aponic, and Brett Antolik pitched in that game. In the winner's bracket final, Stroudsburg had to come back, but they defeated Valley West. Now our local team will play Warwick today, and with the win, they will move on to the championship round against Stroudsburg. They would have to knock off Stroudsburg twice to win the title in the double elimination tournament. The Rail Riders are a perfect 4-4-4 since the All-Star break, and the Cubs, they're a perfect 3-4-3 since the Major League Baseball All-Star break, and both teams won on Sunday. Michael Casadas dazzled on the basketball court and the track at the Hazleton Area High School, and he'll continue his athletic career at Cheney University. Casadas received an academic scholarship through the Keystone Honors Academy. He'll run track at this school where he plans on majoring in business. Congratulations to Michael, and congratulations to you at home if you can answer today's trivia question from Ron Marchetti. Here's Trivia Treats.
Terry Brennan was hired as head football coach at Notre Dame in 1954 at the age of 25. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Trivia Treats. When asked if he was too young a coach to Fighting Irish, Brennan replied, "Oh, I don't know about that. I'll be 26 in a few months." Brennan was fired after 5 years on the job and a record of 32-18. Not that shabby. 23 years ago in 1984, the Cardinals blew an 11-run lead and lost 15-12 to the Astros at the Astrodome in Houston. St. Louis took 11-0 advantage when 3 runs in the first, 4 in the second, and 4 in the third. However, Houston rallied with 2 runs in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, and 11 in the sixth. 11 consecutive batters reached base on 5 singles, a triple, 4 walks, and a hit batsman. 11 runs, tied a National League record for the most runs overcome to win a game, and only one shy of the Major League record. Now, let's go all the way back to the Warriors, 1943. On a weird afternoon at Ebbets Field in Brooklyn, the Dodgers threatened to go on strike. Then they took the field and clobbered the Pittsburgh Pirates 23-6. Players contemplated the strike because they were livid over the suspension of pitcher Bobo Newsom by manager Leo DeRocher of the previous day for throwing a spitball. Facing a forfeit, DeRocher finally persuaded everyone to play except for shortstop Archie Vaughn, who sat in the stand in his street clothes next to Newsom. Bobo Newsom was traded 4 days later to the St. Louis Browns. During a major league career that lasted from 1929 through 1992, he changed teams 15 times, the last 35 as a coach. Mother of God. Finally, on this day in 1974, 43 years ago, a Cleveland pitcher blew a perfect game on his own throwing area. Dick Bosman of the Indians pitched a no-hitter, throwing only 79 pitches to defeat the Oakland Athletics 4-0 in Municipal Stadium in Cleveland. Bosman deprived himself of a perfect game with a throwing area in the fourth inning that sailed over the head of the first baseman. The Indians pitcher screamed after making that throw, "Mother of God!" Till Friday. Be a good sport. Stay loose.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's Talk of the Town. Pilgrimage for Peace will be held on Sunday, August 6th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Holy Door Mission Byzantine Franciscan Friary. For more information, you can call the number on your screen. Benefit for Gavin will be held on Saturday, July 22nd from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. at the McAdoo Fire Company. There will be food, tricky trays, baked good games, and more. You can check out their Facebook page for more information. And a happy birthday to Joe Gabby Galbiati from your family and friends. That's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Jane Bryinger, Schnecksville. Service will be Wednesday at 11 a.m. in the Lower Saucon United Church of Christ in Hellertown. The Falk Funeral Home is assisting the family. Carmela Makuta, formerly of Hazleton. Mass will be Thursday at 11 a.m. in the Most Precious Blood Church in Hazleton. Friends may call Thursday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. in the church. Arrangements are under the direction of the Joseph B. Conahan Funeral Home. George Mazer, Eagle Rock. All services are private and under the direction of the Joseph B. Conahan Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name now on SSPTV News, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Today's winner is Agnes Wood of Tamaqua. Call now at 570-455-7267, extension 104 for your free movie.
So we learned about Celebrate Hazleton today. Well, we had two more people in our studios today for a better preview, I shouldn't say a better preview of the event, but we'll preview it a little bit more, there we go, in the coming days. They're talking about a big singing event that's going to be a part of Celebrate Hazleton. Also tomorrow, our John Eric Poli will be here to talk about women in the UFC. Well, that's it for right now. We'll see you tomorrow. Remember to download the Samsung Productions app. Take it easy, everyone.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.